What's going on, everybody? Christian Garola. We are here with your monthly market updates. The month of December now, so let's hop right into this. So first, we're going to start off with the month over month, and we're going to end with the year over year. And by the results, I promise you, you are going to be completely wowed. Month over month, I'm going to throw it up right here. We did have a median sales price increase month over month in the city of Riverside. Sold listings did go down, however, from 161 to 133, 20% decrease. Now the average days on the market did increase slightly from 25 to 27. I'll get right into it after I go to the year over year. So now I'll throw up this year over year right here. This is going to be a crazy whopping number. $590,000. 2022 to $650,000 median sales price point right now in the city of Riverside. That is the highest we have ever seen in the history of Riverside for a median price point, and I'll get into that right after. Sold listings did go down, and that's directly correlated to the lack of inventory we have, and I'll kind of go over that too as well. Now our average days on market did decrease too, from 31 to 25 days. Now what that means is things are selling a lot faster than they did in 2022, which was, I would consider, one of the peaks of the market. This is what I really wanted to get into, you guys, and show you how crazy this is historically speaking. I'll throw this graph up right here. We are sitting at $650,000 for median price point in the month of November. So last month, if you see it right there at the top, right after 2022, that was the peak. That was the peak of our market. Now we have surpassed that, and we're continuing to see that appreciation. If you see that little appreciation over here, I'll probably point at the wrong area, but you see we've had a steady incline of appreciation from about mid 2023. Now that's just bonkers and crazy to me. And to think about that is one of those things where a lot of people said, market's going to crash. The real estate bubble is going to crash. Now, interest rates are high, yes, but the Fed just came out with some news stating that inflation levels are decreasing. So they went for that soft landing approach, and I think they're actually starting to do it. Now, people were scared that interest rates were so high. Interest rates were in the 8s, 9%. Today is December 5th. I had my lender talk to me this morning. He locked somebody in at 5.99% interest rate. Now, the sky's not falling, but interest rates are. I think that's going to kind of start to happen. I think December, winter time is going to be a slower time, but I think spring is going to be a complete all hell break loose for buyers. So it's going to be a fantastic time for sellers. It's going to be a little bit of hectic time for buyers, but it might give another opportunity at more affordable prices. Now, the reason why we're seeing a lot of this is, I'll throw up active listings right here. Look at the number of active listings, 358 in the city of Riverside, California. Now, what a normal market looks like is back in 2018, 2019. You see that big hump where you have about between 1,000 to 1,200 active listings. Where you're seeing right now, we have a lack of inventory. We have an issue on our hands that I believe is not going to be solved for at least another 10 years. So if you're a buyer right now, I think right now would be a perfect opportunity, if it makes sense, it's financially feasible for you, to get into your property, lock it in, potentially have a buyer sell down where you can lower your interest rate for the first few years and then refi later on down the road when interest rates do come even lower. Now, for a seller standpoint, I think it's a fantastic time to take advantage of that equity that you have in your home right now. If you're thinking about selling, I think it's a fantastic time to do it. Whether you're moving out, you're moving states, you're downgrading, you're upgrading, it's one of those times where you have the most equity that you probably might have ever in your life. So if you're gonna sit on that, that's completely fine, but ask yourself that question. If I was able to sell my house for a certain amount of money in the spring, what would that number be? And if you can get that number, which I promise you we might be able to, I think we should do it. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to hit me up with any questions. Christian Garola Realtor, Riverside, California, and we'll see you next month.